Today, I'm just going to be talking to y'all about something that was just basically on my mind. I just wanted to share with y'all. And it's basically about keeping kids out of other kids' business, where I feel like the effects can be on that child when they do become an adult. And again, I'm giving y'all my awareness through my life experience from being a child onto an adult, how these things, certain little things had affected me and, in my adulthood. Being a child, I had this something messed up, y'all. Okay. I was living with my mother, living down Gilmore. She always used to take me to Shake and Bake. So we used to always go on the avenue, go to Shake and Bake, and they used to have the little glow in the dark pacifiers. Now I wanted a pacifier real bad. Everybody had one. We go to Shake and Bake, the lights off, it's nice and dark, and everybody got the pacifiers or whatever you had to just glue up. So yeah, I just wanted one so bad. My mother like, nah, I don't got no money. During that time, I'm playing dress up in my mother clothes. I'm having a good time. And I end up come across some money. I take like $5 and I'm like, oh, I wanted more, but $5 went into more. So long story short, I took $50. I took $50 from my mother's stash. My mother one day, she was like, where the F? This, that, and third. Reminds you, I don't know why, but when I had took the money, I had stashed the money in my mother's room. So when she get the fumbling one day and I noticed she looking for the money, I'm like, oh my gosh, I go get the money and I move it, I put it in my room. My mother come to me like, you seen that money, this, that, and third? So I'm like, yeah. No, I'm sorry, y'all. My mother like, you seen the money? And I'm like, no, I ain't see the money, this, that, and third. The whole time I didn't moved it from her room to my room. I hid it. Because I was just determined, like, when it's time to go back to school, I'm going to go get these pacifiers. Like, I couldn't wait. So that whole weekend, my mother wouldn't let me go outside. Like, none of that. My mother, like, she knew. I felt it. My mother knew I had that daggone money. Like, she knew I had that money. Like, I felt it in me, deep in me, that she knew I had it. Like, the way she kept her nose scrunched up at me that whole weekend, how she acted towards me. If I be like, I come to her like, Ma, and she be like, what? What you want? It like now, like my mother knew I had that day money. So Monday comes, time to go to school, so I go Isha house, go get Isha, and, so we can go to school. I'm like, come on, we gonna stop at the store. So Isha mother seen the money that I had. So Isha mother like, where you get all that money from? So I lied to her. I'm like, I found it. She like, you found it. She like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, we gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get us some snacks, and then um we gonna go to school. And she like, oh, okay. So me and Isha, we walk to the corner store. When I buy like 5 or more of them little light up pacifiers. It was like, that's how bad I wanted it, okay? I had bought some snacks. I bought Isha some snacks. If I'm not mistaken, I had ended up giving Isha like $20. I had gave somebody $20. And my mother ended up coming in the store. My mother came in the store. She like, oh no, that's my money, and took the money out that person's hand. Baby, I could have pooped on myself all over myself. When I mean the bubbles in my stomach, the hotness in my butthole, like I could have pooped. I could have pooped. I was so scared. And she snatched me up by the little pacifiers. She snatched me up and she was like, oh, you want to steal from me? Oh, okay. Okay. And she told Isha, she like, go ahead. Isha went on about her business. My mother was making it known to everybody, like, yeah, yeah, she stole this from me. That's my money. That's my money. My mother tried to get the stuff back from the lady, from the people at the store, like give them the stuff back to get her money back. They was like, oh no, they couldn't do it and all this other stuff. But she looked at me, she was so mad. We goes up to this daggone school, and baby, when I mean I tell you, my mother sat right there, and she told my teacher what happened. She goes to the class with me and let my classmates know, like, yeah, she stole that money from me, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, she bought y'all some snacks. Yeah, like all the snacks I bought for me. Yeah, she took my snacks. She took Isha's snacks too. She let Isha only keep like 1 or 2 snacks, and she bought y'all some snacks with that money because she thought she was gonna eat these snacks. Oh no. And she was like, oh, these your favorite ones too. You want these? nice. Oh, for real. And pass it to the next person. She let them know, and I found out in front of everybody right then and there, like, oh, you won't be having a Christmas either. But mind you, when I stole the money from my mother, it was around Christmas time when I stole the money. Oh my gosh, like the Christmases I had, what birthday parties I had, the way she what, okay? And I sat right there and took that daggone money, baby, and she kept every last promise. You hear me? Every last promise. My Christmas was gone. Oh, because I took that money. Like, okay, I learned my lesson. So to go even further, my mother, she go calling everybody, telling everybody, oh, she stole my money, this, that, that, yeah, this, that. Like, she letting everybody know. She, okay, mind you, I told you she go to the school and tell everybody in school. She let me go outside. I go outside. Oh, yeah, she let me wear the light up pacifiers. Yeah, she let me wear them, all of them, around my daggone neck. She, oh, don't forget to turn the light on. Turn the light on so I can see you. I don't want to miss you. Okay, turn that light on. My mom was petty too. Turn that light on so I can see you. I don't want to miss you. And she would let me go outside and all that just so everybody could see me and all that. Did you think I had fun while I was out there? No, I did not. I ain't had fun while I was out there. No. It was just so everybody could see me, so I can learn the lesson. That's all it was. After I learned my lesson over there with her, she sent me to my father. So my father I stole from her, and oh my gosh, like the humiliation that was with living with my mother after she told everybody in school and everybody in the neighborhood knew was like annoying. That was annoying because every time you turned around, oh, you stole from your mother. You can't go outside and she stole from my mother. Look what you got for Christmas. Because my mother made it known, like those light up pacifiers, like your Christmas presents. They are your Christmas presents. Like that's what you wanted. You stole from me for that. Oh, that's what you get for Christmas. That's your stuff. Yeah. So that's what you got. You ain't getting enough for Christmas. So that was already annoying, like a real nuisance already. So boom, my mother go send me to live with my dad. My dad already have a little brother and sister that lives with him. I go to stay to my dad's house, and when I go to my dad's house, he straight tell me, yeah, Yolanda sent her over here because she stole from me. I wish the F you would come over here with that stealing stuff. I'ma F you up. Go ahead and try to steal from anybody in here, touch anything, this, that, I'ma F you up, this, that, the third. Like, bruh, what? Like, all right, I get it, I stole, but God, like, what? I was wrong, I know, but what? Like, they don't even let nobody go outside around here. So God forbid if I did wanted to steal, what I'm going with it, what I'm doing with it. At least when I was with her and I was stealing for the necklace, at least I was able to go outside and show them off like I wanted to. And look, that's what I was able to do. That did it. That was my punishment. I was only able to go outside and show them off. So he let me know this where you sleep at. The basement area, my grandmother has a house, a 3-bedroom house, 2 full bathrooms. The second full bathroom is in the basement. My dad has the basement. Like he turned the whole basement into like he tried to turn it into like an apartment. Okay. So my dad made it clear, like, oh yeah, I'm sleeping down there. Oh, you want to steal from your mother? He was wilding out on me, like, you want to steal from your mother? What the F wrong with you? Why would you steal this, that, and third? I know I was wrong. All I wanted to do was just have a light up pacifier, but I was wrong. So my dad was upset about that, and of course, I got disciplined for it, and I'm not mad. I was being wrong, so of course, I was expecting to get disciplined. But my dad made it clear, like, oh yeah, well, this you sleeping at right here down here at the basement. So I sleep downstairs in the basement. I was all right, cool. Boom. My dad get on the phone and he called my cousins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lorna sent her down here to come stay with me. Then my stepmother, she in the background on the phone with her sisters or her mother or whatever. So now they all in my business. Now her side of the family know my business. Everybody laughing. Everybody thinking it's a joke. Like, what the freak is so funny? Like, I never understood that. Like, I never thought that was funny. Like, yeah, I did something messed up, but I didn't find, I didn't never see what was funny, and I never understood why everybody thought it was okay, like as grown adults, to call everybody and be like, yada yada yada. I didn't understand that, but all right, boom. So then, um, like after my father done talking to everybody on the phone and stuff like that, he making it known, of course, yeah, this where you gonna be sleeping at down here in the basement, stuff like that. I didn't like sleeping in the basement in that bed because it was always crumbs in the bed. Like I have still to this day a pet peeve about crumbs that came from that bed. Okay. Still to this day, I do not play about crumbs in the bed. Okay, like don't get in my bed with your socks on, like outside clothes or nothing. I don't want no crumbs being attracted to my bed. I don't play like that. I had to sleep in the basement with my dad and my stepmother. The bed next to the steps. Everybody go up and down the daggone steps, crumbs falling on the bed, this, that. Like, it was just nasty. I ain't like that. Okay, so of course I got an uncle and an aunt upstairs around my age. So I goes upstairs to be with them, go play with them or be with them. Oh, I go upstairs and here go my dad. He gotta come upstairs and let my grandmother know in front of my uncle and aunt. Yeah, she was over there stealing from my mother. She stole $50 from my mother. Yeah, yeah, y'all better put your money up, ma. Put your purse up, cause my grandmother always had her purse like either hanging on the back of the chair that she's sitting on, or behind her. Yeah, put your purse up, zip your purse up, make sure she don't steal nothing. Like, why would I steal from her? Like, what? Like, so he like, was saying you put your purse up, this, that, and third, and all this other stuff. Like, what? Then my aunt, my uncle, they laugh, this, that, and third. So okay, living with my grandmother, that was always church. That was always church. It's not a day that you're missing church. I don't even care if you were sick for real. You're not really missing church unless you throwing up sick. Fever sick, so depending on how high the fever is, you still going. Okay, if it's a little low, you going. If it's too high, you probably stay home. But 10 times out of 10, you're going to church. And living with them, you going to church from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday was rehearsal, Bible study, or you going to the old folks' home to read the Bible to them. And Sunday was just church, and you in church from first thing in the morning to all tonight, okay, all day on day long. We go to church, and every time the pastor will pick us up in a van, and they see that I'm back. Oh, together, where you been? Here go my grandma. Oh, she was stealing from my mother, so my mother had to send her over here to live with us. What, together you did? What? Why you? I'm like, God dang, like, why the heck is she telling my business? We go, the adults sat in the front of the van, the kids sat in the back of the van. So all the kids in the back, we go climb the back to go get in the back of the van. And, oh, hey, together, what's up? Da, da, da. Hey, y'all, what's up? Oh, yeah, she stole from our mother, so she had to come live with her. Like, bro, why in the world does y'all keep telling my business? Like, everybody knew what was going on with Takara. Like, everybody knew what was going on with Takara. Like, it was not nothing that nobody didn't know that was going on with Takara. Like, it didn't make sense to me, but okay, boom. We every time we go to church, everybody like if I got into it with somebody, it was a little disagreement. So, oh, that's why your mother don't want you. That's why your mother sent you over there to go, live with your dad and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, as a child, like that hurt. Like that really hurt because you gotta think about it. My mother, she was so mad at me that I had stole. There was times where I called my mother. My mother was not answering the phone. So I was going days, weeks, a month without talking to my mother because she just that mad. That first month, I went that first month without talking to her because she was that mad at me. And that hurted, like having all these kids, in my business, and they know everything that's going on. And the first thing they can say out their mouth is, oh, that's why your mother don't love you. That's why your mother sent you over here to live with your father. That's why your mother kicked you out. That's why this, that, the third. Like, I never thought that was okay for them to know so much. Never understood why it was okay for everybody to know my business. I don't know. Got down to like the kids in the neighborhood that lived, around there. So when I'm living with my dad, like we wasn't allowed to go like out front. We was not allowed to go out front. We couldn't even look out the front door. Okay. Like it was to the point like somebody yelling at you like, what you doing? Get out the window. This, that, and the third, or whatever. Like you couldn't go looking out the front door. Couldn't go look out the front window. That was a no. That was a no. Don't go. No. Only thing we was able to do is go out back. When you go out back, my uncle, he had like 2 basketball goals for him and his little friends to play. This, that, and third. So when they would come over and they would see that like I'm here and all this other stuff. They're, oh snap, where you been? This, that, and the third. Like, oh, we ain't see her in a minute or whatever. And my uncle and my aunt make it, oh yeah, she was stealing from our mother, so our mother sent her over here to come stay with us, to come live with us and stuff like that. And they be like, what? Like, what, you steal from your mother? This, that, third. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it was just like always somebody, like it was always made for somebody to know, like, I stole from my mother. Like, yeah, she stole from our mother. So I never understood that. And then you know, living with my dad, I'm going to William Packer. So you go to William Packer. William Packer, you going to school from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, you in there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Oh my gosh, everybody in school knew my business. Everybody in school, like everybody in school, yeah, her mother put her out. That's why she's staying here. That's the only reason why she living with her dad. Her mother put her out. All this, that, and the third. Everybody knew who my dad was. My dad had to make it known, like, oh yeah, her dad. He walked around like the tough Tony. Like he just walked around as tough Tony and said, oh I take care of my daughter. I discipline her. Like, you're disciplining the hell out of me. You mentally abusing me and stuff like that. Like, that was it. Outside of that, like, you're not really doing nothing. It was okay for everybody to know who that was my father, but it was like he would always tell my business. Like, always would tell people like, yeah, I asked her to say this word. Tell me what this word is. And then say the word. Oh yeah, oh shit, cause she just something wrong. Why she dumb? She's dumb as something. What? Can't even say the words. This, that, and third. And I'd be like, oh, like I would just like look at him. I never would have nothing to say. It was nothing for me to say. Cause what could I say? Regardless if I said something, it was always I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Somebody always smarter than me. This, that, and third. It was just always like a dumb moment. He always made me feel retarded. Like always. Like I never understood that. Learning was scary for me with him. Because if I didn't understand something, I didn't learn nothing. Like, okay, we get out of school 9 to 5, we get out of school, what you learn today and all this other stuff. I tell you what I learned today or whatever. And then you like, you be like, oh, that's it. Okay, so then you yelling, you hooping and hollering and yelling at me. All that hooping and hollering and yelling, like, bro, that made me like used to shut down. That used to make me shut down all the time. And like I just always felt that in me. Like every time I always felt me just shut down because I couldn't never take all that yelling. Like, why are you yelling at me? You get what I'm saying? Like, why the scooping, the hooping and hollering and yelling? Oh, you stupid as I don't know what. And pop me in the back of my head. Like he used to make it known to us, like, yeah, all my kids got that lump in the back in their head. How I know? Because he'd do like this and pop us in the back of our head and stuff like that. Whatever. But um, like when I was at William Packer and stuff, like he used to pop up at the school and stuff like that. Now at William Packer, I would not ever do nothing dumb. That was not something I would do. Like when I was living with my mother in elementary school, I would do my work first and then be the class kind of like distract other people from doing their work. Like, yeah, that was something I would do. But when I was living with my father, I didn't do stuff like that. Like I knew not to do stuff like that. Why? The man was unemployed with nothing to do, and it seemed like he was always down my throat about any and everything. Okay, he already had this little thing against my mother, so him having it against my mother, I always felt like it was towards me because of the things he would say towards me and how he would talk to me. Like as a child, I didn't know what a hoe or slut was until my father kept talking about my mother in that kind of way and saying, you want to be a hoe or a slut like your mother, you want to be a dummy like your mother, this, that, and the third. I never knew what that stuff was until that was my first time ever hearing about stuff like that until it came out of my dad's mouth. You get what I'm saying? So when I'd be in school and he would just, pop up at the school and stuff like that, and I'd be always scared. People be like, your dad here, your dad here. I'm straightening up even more. I'm already in the gym straightened up. Why would I step out of line or do anything stupid when you making it known you're my dad, giving them your number. So if I do step out of line or act out, you know, they can always reach out to you. Like, why would I do that? Like William Packer, that's not a school I got in trouble with. Okay. I remember that still to this day. If anything, I had to do summer school at William Packer. Why? Because it was hard for me to pay attention in school when every time I turn around, somebody you over my shoulder. Every time I turn around, my dad's at my shoulder, like at the door, looking over my shoulder. And you're there so much, it got to the point like they're not even telling me, like no kids in this class is really even telling me no more, like your dad at the door. Cause he did it that much. He was always there that much. Like there ain't nobody kid to say, oh, your dad at the door. No, I ain't do that. They stopped doing that. They didn't stop doing that. Like that's how often it was. So then it be like I was scared to get it was hard for me to pay attention to what's going on in front of me because I'm scared about who's behind me. That's one. Two, when I get home, we go to study and I'm being popped for everything. Like I could take too long. Too long. And I know y'all probably like, where the heck is she going with this? This don't got it, dude. Give me a second. I'm going to get back into why you're not supposed to be telling people business. I know. I'm sorry. I have an ADHD mind. Yes, I do. I do. But I promise you it all links together. It did. Promise. But then, all right, so I get home and then, we get to studying and he has me, him and my stepmother, we right there studying or whatever. He going over homework with me or whatever. And we doing that. Or what is this? Or if I take too long to answer it, ah, if I stutter, you dumb mother, mom. And my stepmother, Tony, stop. Get a girl a chance. And I would immediately shut down. I would immediately shut down. Like everything in me would shut down. And what I mean by that, like I could know what to say, but I don't trust myself to speak. Like I don't even have the voice because I'm afraid that if I say something, I'm gonna get popped. And it's even when I did know, it was times like if I did know the answer to anything, I did not say anything because it was like even if I did say something, it was like about time, you stupid mother. Why it take so goddamn long? God damn, dumb mother. You just so stupid. You're so goddamn retarded. Like, it was like, what am I saying anything for? Like, why? You get what I'm saying? So then, if I'm doing or saying anything wrong or not understanding what's going on, he not once ever said, hold on, let me stop, let me take the time and like, let me teach her, break this down like this. And even when he did break it down, it's been times, I ain't gonna stunt, it's been times where he stopped and broke it down. But I had so much fear in me, I couldn't say nothing. There was nothing for me to say. Like I was too scared. So with that came with, oh, you just sitting there all day. You don't know nothing. You ain't learned nothing. This, that. Roy, Ken, one of them, he'll call you his brother or sister and come in. So if they answer it right, that's what I'm talking about, you stupid mother. Yeah, there's a dumb. And then here go pieces. Down there. No, stop. No, like, don't do that. You don't got to do. Yeah, I got to. Now he beating me. I'm getting beaten just for not knowing. I'm getting beat and pop just for not understanding, answering too slow. Like, it was just constant beatings. Then he always, yeah, she's so stupid. Then he gotta go call the cousins, and he got, yeah, right, yeah, like, yeah, this she don't even know how to do what was Yolanda over there doing with her? Like, what was the point? Like, come on, she should have been sent her over here with me. She can't even do her own work. She don't even understand what she's doing. She too goddamn slow. Too goddamn retarded. Like, I'm not slow. I'm not retarded. I was just scared. I was just always scared. Always got daggone scared. Because no matter if I gave you the right answer, it was about mother effing time. About mother effing time. Well, you ain't know that. Well, look how long it took for you to think about it. Look how long it took for you to speak up. Look how, like, what? Like, it was always, like, stuff behind it. So I didn't, like, yeah, I'd rather just shut down and just get popped because I was going to get it regardless. No matter what, I was going to get it regardless. And it's not I'd rather shut down and get popped. It was not something I'd rather do. It was something that was in me that I couldn't control. Like, I would be so nervous, so scared that I wouldn't have a voice. Like, even when I was being forced to say something, I would stutter. I was so scared. It's nothing I can explain by the fact that I was so scared. Growing up, I would always read books and stuff like that. My mother, homegirl, she introduced me into books and all this other stuff. And her introduced me into books. I fell in love with books and writing. And from then, I would like see little books in my head and stuff like that. And let me say this: the books that my mother, homegirl, reading was not no books that I was supposed to be reading. And that had me really advanced, very well advanced. But however, back to the keeping kids out of people business, other kids' business. When I would do like that writing and different little stuff, my dad always found the need to put people in my business, like not just people like kids too. It wasn't just our household. It was, people outside of our household. Cause I know for a fact that he didn't ever care. But what he failed to realize was that him just sharing my business with, like, okay, my grandmother, her, like, she wasn't the type to go and talk about what goes on in the household. Neither was my dad. Like, well, I'm lying. My dad talked about everything. Now, my grandmother wasn't the type to talk about nothing that goes on in the household, but she always talked about my business. I made it clear that my grandmother never liked me. That's just real, and we're gonna get deeper into that. Like I said, this is my life I'm bringing to y'all. So this straightforward cut no cut cord. um I'm just doing whatever I can to navigate, to find a way how can I get this out as best as possible, because I don't want it to seem like I'm hurting anybody or anything. I'm just doing whatever I can to bring awareness towards generational trauma, childhood trauma, and the mental effects it can have on an adult, using my life experience, because like I said, I've experienced it and I'm aware. I thought it was something wrong for me. Got an evaluation. They said, you're not, nothing wrong with you. If anything, you're aware. There's a lot of people out here that's not aware. And with the knowledge that you have, you can help a lot of people be more aware and to become aware. So that's why I'm doing this. So I tell you, I'm sorry that I'm always late with these videos. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't be knowing what to do, how to do it, how to speak about it. Um, and I be scared, but I be sitting there telling myself, you already gave this much of yourself, so keep going. So I'm sorry if I'm just be too late for anything. I'm so sorry to y'all, but I promise you, I'm gonna keep going, because not only am I just bringing awareness, it's just more so about giving the glory to God, because this my life is a testimony. I am the testimony. Like, that's one thing I'm starting to learn each and every time when I'm running away from this. Like, every time when I'm like, oh, I'm so scared, I'm scared, I just hear God tell me, like, the awareness is bigger than your fear. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to find the right words. I'm just give me just give be patient with me, y'all, because I'm being patient with myself. Okay, I'm nervous as hell. I don't know if y'all see I keep moving around doing this thing. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm basically inviting y'all into my life, but I'm not upset because this is my past. This is something I experienced. This is something I have learned from. So yeah. Now to get back to it, um, the having kids, and other kids' business. Like my dad, when he would always tell, like my my cousins. Now my cousins, they didn't really share my business with anybody. Like them two, even when they be mad at me, they ain't be like, "Oh, stop, Kara. Oh, that's why you this, that, third." They just be like, "Stop, I'll call you for," or "Stop, because you don't want me to call your dad on you," and this, that, and the third. And I straighten up quick. So my kids, my cousins, my two big cousins, they ain't do that to me. You know, my one of my cousins, like that was like my best friend growing up. Like she was the only person I could ever trust to talk to about anything, because she was going through her own challenges and experiences as at the same time as me. So she was the only person I was able to talk to because she knew my business. And with her knowing my business, she never threw that back in my face. She never used it against me. I never heard her go back to anybody and be like, "Oh, Takara doing this, that, and third." Like if anybody brought up what I was going through, or "Oh, Takara, her dad still beat her, or her dad beat her all the time, or Takara still get punished, or Takara can't do this," she'd be like, "So what? So what? Why do you care?" Like she was always by my side, so she was like somebody I always trusted to talk to. Everybody else around me, oh my gosh, I could not stand to be around them at those young ages. But um when my dad would tell my grandmother telling my aunt, and my aunt never shared my business either. Love my baby, go rest her soul. She never shared my business. She would just check me when I was wrong. Like, "Together, you did wrong. You wouldn't want me to tell your father." And when I was wrong, my aunt ain't go back and tell my father. It's probably been like a handful of times she probably went and told my father because she probably felt like he needed to know, or she probably shared it with my grandmother and knew my grandmother was going to tell. Other than that, my aunt ain't go back and tell my father when I did something wrong. Ha ha. And ain't a word. But she did not tell my father, "Oh, your daughter was doing this, that, and third." My aunt did not do nothing like that with me. And my grandmother, like her and my aunt and uncle, like they would use that against me, like, "Oh, well, you better stop before I tell your father. Oh, that's why your mother don't love you. That's why she sent you here." Like even the kids in the neighborhood, even the kids in the neighborhood would use that against me. Like the kids in the neighborhood, let me tell you something. They was like so into my life that they was able to see that I was by myself and I was alone. Like they was able to use my dad against me. And it's why I say another reason why you gotta keep kids out of kids' business. Like everybody knew that. My father, he go up to, one time we go on a field trip up William Packer, and he takes us on a field trip. I promise you, I did not want my dad to go. Like, yeah, I was one of the girls that was up there that had their dad in their life. It was other girls up there that didn't. And I was like highly upset that he had went. I was like excited but upset because like it was like how I was being treated at home. Like it was like loving, like sometimes comforting, but sometimes it was like always on the edge. Like I'm always on walking on glass. Okay, not pins and needles, like on glass. Like I was scared to even turn my head a certain way too fast or too slow. Cause why did you? Um, and we go on a field trip this one time, and a lot of girls in my class did not have their dad in their life, or if they did, their dad was not always there. So a group of people gets put with me and my dad. Now, remind you, I'm not going to stunt. This is during the time like these was girls that I wanted to hang with, that I really like how they acted. Like I'm that girl all the time. That's how I felt in the inside. It was just that living with my dad, I wasn't allowed to be like that because my grandmother, "You think you better than everybody," and this, that, and the third. Like she always did that to me, and would say and do things where so I'm getting in trouble, and my dad would minimize who I really am and would shut down who I am and put who I am in a box. You get what I'm saying? Like, so these girls at William Packer, they never wanted to hang with me any other time, never cared to be around me any other time. When I mean everybody around in the neighborhood and in school always made in front of me because of my dad always beating me, how he always hoop and hollered at me, or how he always talked to me, or the fact that my mom sent me to live with my dad because I stole from her. Like everybody knew my life. Nobody cared to be around me. So growing up, like at William Packer, I was a lonesome. I stayed to myself. You can't even think. I guarantee you, my father. You know how when y'all go to your children like elementary pictures and stuff like that, they don't got no pictures of me with no them kids. They don't got no pictures of me being happy with them kids. They don't even got no. They don't even know nobody that I was really cool. Oh, she had a friend, Justine. That was the only girl. That was the only girl that you can say from William Packer that was my friend. Her name was Justine. I don't remember her last name, but she used to stutter. That's the only girl. And she used to kick out tail with the crosswords. Boom. That's the only girl that you can say that was my friend at William Packer because she ain't do all this. She didn't pick on me about what was being done to me or what, the conversations he was bringing to everybody. We go on this field trip, okay? Now everybody want to be in our group. Of course, Justine is in the group, but now it's the girl. Oh, they say don't use no names on here, but I gotta do it. It was this one girl when I was going to William Packer. I wanted to hang with her all the time. Like I really loved her. Why? Because she knew she was she knew it. She knew it. She walked it. She speaked it. Everything. Her name was Brittany Burton. Everybody at William Packer loved Brittany Burton because Brittany Burton, she high confidence, all that. Like that's how I always felt in the inside, and everybody just like minimized it, right? So we go on this field trip, and we on this field trip, and any other time Brittany Burton don't want to be near me, don't even speak to me. If I speak to her, she don't like. She was one of the popular girls, like real pretty, and never wanted to speak to me. I speak, she wouldn't speak back. And Justine used to say stuff to me like, "Girl, I don't know why you would speak to her or any other girls or the guys in there, like they don't care for you, they don't, and I'm like, you're right, and they making in front of you, here they go to make in front of you. So what you speaking to them for? This, that, and third. So I'm like, okay, you're right. Go on a field trip now. Brittany Burton and they wanna be in my group with my dad. Like he's the only man. Everybody else just got a mom and that's it. He's the only man. So now everybody want to be in the group and stuff like that. And I didn't want them in the group, and he knew that. He knew that. He could tell that I didn't want them in the group because I'm like, I don't want her. I'm making it know I want her. He like, why? And this, that, and third. I'm like, no, I don't. So the whole time when we went on the field trip, I stayed with Justine. Brittany Burton and the other girls, like the other girls in the group, the whole time we on the field trip, they got their arms wrapped around my father, like walking with him, like you would have thought they was their man. And of course, Brittany Burton, because she was built, she developed early. Like I ain't had boobs and all that at that time. Like she was already bob, she was already lit, and she was tall with it, So her and the other girls, they like Brittany on one arm, the other girl on the other arm, and they just walking around, and my father's getting a field day out of this. I didn't find that funny. We go back home, and we leave. They ain't speak to me when we went to leave. They spoke to my father. Bye. They ain't speak to me. My father, you ain't gonna say bye to them. Sir, do you not know they don't even like me? On the strength of you and what you be doing to me, like how you be going around telling these kids in the neighborhood how you be beating me, and my mother put me out, and what I be doing in the house. Oh, that, everything you be saying about me to these kids in the neighborhoods, they go to these kids in school and say that stuff, and they picks on me about that. Like, why am I speaking to them? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, no matter how much she picked on me, real stuff, I don't know what kind of heart God gave me. I always had love for the girl, and they didn't really know her. Because she always seemed like a genuine person, but it was just like the group of people that she hang with, they was just real popular people. And if we wasn't on their level, on that vibe, it was just, boom. That's fine. I ain't had nothing against it. Still loved you from afar, you feel me? But I just was like, oh, they don't like me, so I ain't speaking, boom. we get home, he telling everybody. He gotta tell my stepmother, he gotta tell my uncle and my aunt, he telling my grandma, yeah, Carol, she don't even like me. You don't even like your own father. Them girls on it, they was all over me. They was all over me. They was all on my arms. They was holding on my arms the whole way through. And my own daughter, she ain't even want to be with me. I didn't. You embarrassing me. You embarrassing me. I never understood why you think it's okay for these little girls to be up on you like this. I did not understand that. Like, I ain't like that. I never understood that. It bothered me as a child, like, because to be honest with you, that day I will never forget. I thought that I was going to get my time. Real shit. I thought I was going to get my time in with him because being as though, like, living with my dad, my grandmother worked a lot, her husband worked a lot. And her husband would go out wee hours of the morning, sometimes come out wee hours at night or whatever. He always came home to his family. We not gonna knock that, okay? And he always was, took his family. But however, my aunt and uncle always cling to my dad like he was their, father. So that had irritated me. That always irritated me. As a child, it's like, yo, that's my father. I used to tell them all the time, like, go get your father. That's my father. Like they always cling to my father like that was their dad. Um, even down to my stepmother, I never understood it. Like her as a grown woman that had a dad in her life, she always clinged to my father in like a little girl type way. And that irritated me too, because like you're grown. And that irritated me so much because it felt like it was more so of like I never really got a chance to one-on-one bond with my dad as a kid. Like that's not something me and my dad did. That man don't know much about me. Only if he know anything about me is what I have already said to the next person, or he know because me and him got certain kind of ways. But inside and out, that man don't know about me. That man don't have no bond. That man got more of a bond with his brother and sister than me, still to this day. He was always more of a father to them than to me. Always more of a father to everyone else than to me. And I was the child that was right there with him. Okay? So I didn't find, like all that funny because I really expected that day. My uncle ain't gonna be there, my aunt ain't gonna be there. It's me and my dad. So I'm thinking it's about to be me and him. I'm about to get some love, some one-on-one. I'm about to feel him. He about to feel me. You feel me? Like I thought that's what it was. And no, that day was ruined. Like I was so over him even still getting home, he was just so happy about it. Even being out there with them, oh, she don't like me. She don't even love her own father. You sitting there telling them that, and they be like, what? Why you don't like your own father? I'm looking at them like, y'all don't even know he tears my tail up. Y'all don't even know that. He tears me to pieces. Half of the time for no reason. Y'all don't even know 1 minute this man is smiling, the next minute he's wilding. Y'all don't even know that. Like it's been times I heard my father crying, never understood why, but he go from wilding out to him crying, oh, Peach, and I heard these things like, and everybody, why you don't like your father? It's not that I don't like him. It's like why you don't like me. That's all I ever wanted to know was why you don't like me. What's wrong with me? That was all I ever wanted to know. Mm. Damn, that really still hurt to this day. Hold on. I was gonna block this part out. I was going, but I feel like I don't know, cause I never. Oh, that hurt. I never knew, like honestly, that I didn't think that affect me because to me, I dealt with these things and I have. But that's all I ever wanted to know as a child was like, you know, why you don't like me? Why you don't love me? That's all I felt like as a child. I never felt like my dad loved me. Like I never felt like I received what I was supposed to receive from my dad on the strength because give me one second. On the strength because he didn't receive what he needed, you know, and that's not what I've learned as a child. I learned that as an adult. That's why I'm bringing all this to the forefront because this is awareness. It's awareness, you know. Um, I heard it behind that, like, dang, why you don't love me? Like, how do you go to you allow your own sister and brother to come to you with open arms and you giving out love and, and support before you will give it to me? Like, I didn't understand that. Like, not saying anything that I ever did was right because a lot of things that I did as a child was wrong because I was acting out of love. But it was times when my dad knew I was acting out of love and my mother coming to him like, oh, she did this, that, and the third, and he'd be like, well, why? Of course, because she looking for you to pay attention to her, to love her. And it was the same thing with him. It was the same thing with him. All I ever wanted was love. Like you beat me more than you loved me. And every time when you beat me, you'll be like, oh, this is just out of love. No, half of those beatings I did not deserve. Half of those beatings, you was going through stuff and you not only took out my wrong on me, but your problems and your pain out on me as well. In return of my dad and my family oversharing my business, everybody used my stuff against me. Like, so like I was saying, my dad go home and he tell everybody like, yeah, little girl loved on me, this, that, and third, and they loved me, this, that, and third, and all this other stuff. So that was conversation like days later. Like they didn't conversate with me like, oh, her dad loved me, stuff like that. They would conversate with me on the strength of like see me the next day. Oh, hey, how's your dad? Oh, okay, yeah, her dad, he loved me. He ain't like her. Like he bought me something and this, that, and third, and all this other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he got me something too, this, that, third. Like he loved me. Like we was walking like this the whole way through this, that, third. Oh, she was just over there. Yeah, like that was still like a laughing matter after. So everybody made fun of me about that. Then the next door neighbor, he lived like a couple doors down from us. My uncle had this young man that he considered that was his best friend. This young man was the outside source to everybody in the community. Like his family allowed him to go outside and befriend everybody else. My grandmother would only trusted this young man to come in our house to play with my uncle. This is the only young man that she trusts, no other one but him. Okay? All right. Now, he used to come over, play with my uncle, this, that, and the third. Everybody used to have fun. Like I said, when we all would go out in the backyard, if it was boys out in the backyard, my dad shut that down. Scary, you're not going out in the backyard. It's boys in the backyard, you're not going outside. One day we in school, and I get, you know how it is, you get a tap on your shoulder, pass this note. Get a tap on my shoulder, pass the note, I pass the daggone note. I passed this note to this boy Tay, my uncle best friend. Passed the note to Tay. Tay in return, I forgot that he tell the teacher I passed him the note saying that I like him. I forgot how it got back to my dad. All I do remember was that we was coming home. Tay said something to his mother about the note. And in return, his mother and him went to my dad. They pulled me out the house talking about I wrote the note. My dad looked at the paper talking about some, yeah, I know she wrote the note because it's her handwriting. Now remind you, oh my gosh, before the note was passed, I did look at it. The note never came from me. I was the middle person. I'm just the one that passed the note. Still to this day, I don't know how in the world, like, did I like get looped up in that? I still to this day, because that's something that still irritates me to this day, because it's like, how did I get looped up in it? But on top of it, like, as a father, like, my God, with Stone Cold, this her handwriting, she wrote this, oh, this who you like, what? Like, wait a minute, like, ah, bro, like, ew, like, still to this day, you never see me date a light skinned guy. Oh my gosh, like, he, instead of reading a note, and it's so stupid, it was so irritating because they had all, even down to Tay mother, everybody had got a kick out of me getting in trouble behind this. When Tay knew I did not write that note, he knew for a fact I didn't write that note. He knew for a fact I didn't write that note. I was so irritated behind this. My cousin, she was the only one that knew how I felt, because she was the only one that knew that during that time I had a crush on William. I had a crush on William. I did not like Tay. There was nothing about Tay that I liked. He was like big forehead, long face, light skin, chubby, or his, if he wasn't chubby during that time, he was slim, but he was not cute to me. Like, he was one of the popular guys that everybody found to be cute. I never found him to be cute. Like, it was nothing about him cute. He was light skinned. He stuck up. Like, I always had a thing, like, as a child, I always remember liking a guy that was brown skin or darker than me. Tay just was not, that was not my cup of tea ever. Okay. My father was just like, he just never paid attention, listened to the whole thing. I had made it clear to him, like, somebody else had passed a note, and I told him who passed the note. But of course, we kids, nobody wants to get in trouble. So of course, I'm the easiest person to blame it on. Then on top of it, I am the one who passed him the note. But my nigga, we in you in my house all the time. I could have told you verbally without getting in trouble, and could have denied that. Why would I pass a note, something that could be tracked back down to me? Like, I had gotten so much trouble behind that, like, so much trouble behind that. I got popped. Everybody was told in the neighborhood. Everybody made fun of me behind it. Whole time, like, I'm really like, William and them laughing like, oh, you like Tay, but William knew I liked him. William knew I liked him. And this, like, I'm gonna tell you how this all ties together, because it was a situation with a girl named Sweet Pea that bought a fight and all this other stuff. So, oh my gosh, like, only people that knew I liked William was my cousin, Nisha, and William. They was the only two that knew, because I made it clear when I had told William, like, you can't tell nobody because you know I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, you know they tear me up, stuff like that. Like, I knew William was somebody I could trust. I told William, and I told my cousin. And my cousin was the one who told me, like, go ahead and tell William this thing. Ah! Oh my gosh, yeah, yo. I really had a crush on this young man, but yeah, so I had told William, like, I had a crush on him, that I liked him, just said it third, like, all this stuff and stuff. So William knew, my cousin knew, and William, like, oh my gosh, like, we was secretly like talking. So, like, I would come out on the back porch. William, like, we would secretly talk, but he knew to be careful to watch my dad. Like, me and him already knew this, okay? Be careful, watch my dad. Don't talk around my aunt. Don't talk around my uncle. Like, they're rats. They're telling my dad everything. You see my grandmother, be careful. Don't come near me. She's rat, and she's telling my dad, like, don't, like, me and William already knew what's up. So we was like talking, but secretly. All right. So, and if I get a chance, like if I go to my grandmother's house, or go back with you go stay with my mother, and I go to my cousin house, I would be on the phone with William through one of their phones and stuff like that. Okay, so it was already like an irritating thing when it was made, when it was this rumor like, oh, she liked Tay. That was a daggone lie, because William knew who I really like. Like I will never forget that time when they made that daggone, came out and made that, kept my father going around talking about, yeah, she like William. I mean, she like Tay. Oh yeah, I'm a beat her. And I got a beating behind it. Like, Tay, to you and your mother, bitches. Like, I got a beating behind it. Like, seriously. That irritated me. Like, I never liked that boy. Like, never. You're not cute. Oh, you're not cute. I never thought you was cute. I'm sorry. And if if you really thought that was me, I promise you that wasn't me. I don't remember who the heck it was that had me do it, but it was like Brittany and her clique. I do remember that. It was that little clique right there. It was them. I didn't like you. They had me pass that to you. Okay? Not me. And see, Tay, he was like, "Oh, she's so ugly. She's so ugly." So he wanted to get me in trouble because she ugly. I don't like her. Ew. And he was all in the school telling her, "I don't like her. Ew. It watch." I'm telling, like, yeah, I got in trouble. Like, ew, whoa, you pissed me off. Anyway, when my father started going around telling everybody about that, I'll never forget how we was in the backyard, and I was sitting on the step because I'm low key, like, I just wanted to see William. I'm just waiting on William. Like, I don't care about none of them other little boys, okay? I just wanted to see William. Like, all I wanted to do was just watch him. Like, I always had a thing for like a guy with shoulders. Like, I don't know what it was. I always, as a little girl, I remember being this little girl liking guys with shoulders. And still to this day, I have a thing for shoulders. Like, I'm sorry. So William, as we was kids, William was cut. That boy was cut. 6 pack, all that. Okay, cut. And they knew. My grandmother and my dad, they knew I was watching. Because when he'd come around there with no shirt on, they'd be like, "You gotta put your shirt on, this, that, and the third." Like, leave him be. Leave him alone. Seriously. So when my dad go around telling everybody, like, "Oh, I like William," and stuff like that, I'm sitting on that step. My uncle playing basketball by himself and all that. And William came around that corner and they was playing basketball. And I'll never forget when William act like he went to go fall near the steps. But he said to me, like, bouncing the ball, like, "Oh, so you like Tay, huh?" And he look up at me. And we just both just get to laughing. And he dribbled the ball to go to the goal. And I just put my head down to laugh, like, oh my gosh. Like, he knew, he knew I ain't like Tay. We knew what was up. Me, him, and my cousin Nisha, we knew what was up. I did not like Tay. Okay, I ain't like him. I liked the William. Me and William had to, like, we threw, whatever. I thought, it was a little something between me and William. And William told me, oh, he don't got no girlfriend and all this other stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, this me and William, this my little secret boyfriend. My little secret little boyfriend, right? No. Days later, almost a week later, William coming around the corner, everybody keeps talking about something. Yeah, this girl named Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea this, Sweet Pea that. Da, 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 da. So I don't know who the heck a Sweet Pea is, but all I know is now Sweet Pea done swept up William. Okay. Sweet Pea done swept up William. Okay. But guess what? I still liked him. I still had my little crush. And I was not going to stop having my little crush. But Sweet Pea, she ended up peeping that I like William, because when they would like be sitting right there playing and stuff like that, she had this little idea like, "Come on, y'all, let's like be cheerleaders." So me, of course, I'm like, "Yeah, let's like, I'm okay with it," because that's my kind of thing. Like, I'm just that girly girl. Like, this my kind of thing. So come on, let's. So we all on a push and we make but the makeup dances. But Sweet Peas can see that I'm constantly watching William, and now I'm finding out in real now knowing and understanding in real timing that Sweet Pea is William's girlfriend. Okay, so when I peeped that, I was like a little irritated, but I remember saying to myself, you know what? We ain't about to get ourselves in trouble over this little boy, and he lying and he got a girlfriend. Now remember, like, forget it. But I would just always watch William because I just always loved, the shoulder thing. So even though I liked him and I knew he was with her, it was nothing I could do. Like, I was just like, I would watch him, but I ended up getting like over it. Like I would go in the house. I was just so irritated with him because now it's like now when you come around, you constantly keep bringing your girlfriend around here. So now I'm irritated and I'm always in the backyard. I don't want to be in the backyard no more. Like I'm irritated. So his little big head tail end up making it known like, oh yeah, um, he made it known like, oh yeah, cause she liked me. So now Sweet Pea wanna fight me. This girl keep trying to fight me, and I'm like, I'm not coming out there to fight you. Here go my phone. You scared? You scared? You scared to fight this girl? You scared to fight this girl? I wasn't scared to fight the girl. As you see, I never understood how it never clicked to him, to my dad. Like, as much as she fighting and all these people she fighting, like, she not scared. Like, how he never tried to figure out what deeper was it. Like, I wasn't scared to fight the girl. I was irritated because this was my secret little crush, and me and him crushing on each other, and now all of a sudden you pop out with a girlfriend and you tell me you ain't had one. So yeah, like I don't want to be outside with you. Like you keep bringing your girlfriend around here. Like I'm on a so I would be on a chair in the living room, on a chair, legs crossed up like this, like stop playing with me. What I say, I couldn't act out how I wanted to be, but I do it in certain ways, right? All right. So I'd be on a chair like this, pretty girl. Back door right there, I'm pretty girl watching TV, linked over, like, yeah, in my own lane. Whoever outside in their backyard, they can look in that door. They can come to that screen door and they look and they can see through. Or they will be slick enough sometimes and peek their head through or say whatever. And they, come outside for what? I didn't want to be around her. She want to fight me over him. You got him. Why am I fighting over somebody I can't even talk to you on the phone for real? I got to sneak to like. I got to sneak to talk to. I got to sneak to look at. I'm not fighting you over him. Once when I peeped that he was with her, I didn't even care to start him no more. I started taking my tail. I kept my tail on the inside. If I did go out back and I see them two coming, or if I see him coming, I start standing in the house. I ain't want to be outside. Cause now I don't like you. Cause now I felt like you was just trying to throw your little relationship in my face when you knew I liked you. And it's crazy. So it got to the point like when my dad found out, he like, oh well, why you keep wanting to be in the house? Everybody outside, you want to be in the house. So then they like, oh, cause she's scared of Sweet Pea. I wasn't scared of Sweet Pea. My uncle and my aunt, she's scared of Sweet Pea. I wasn't scared of Sweet Pea. Are y'all stupid? I wasn't scared of Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea want to fight me over her boyfriend. That was my crush that I was secretly talking to before that became her boyfriend, or whatever the case was. I just know I was the last person to find out what was really going on. But my uncle and my aunt, they never knew what was going on because I didn't talk to them. I only talked to my cousin. She was the only person that knew. She was the only person that knew. I ain't talked to my uncle and my aunt. No, they told everything. Everything I did, said, how I felt. They was telling everything. Like it was nothing I couldn't do that wasn't being told. So no, that's not something I did. Like I wouldn't talk to them. And they would tell my dad, oh, she's scared of Sweet Pea. I wasn't scared of that girl. I just wasn't fighting her over a boy that's not mine. Like I can't even spend time with. I can't even like in public. I can't even like him in the open. I can't even do that. And my father, he was just so go outside, go outside. He was just so quick to just throw me off to her, not knowing or understanding like what's really going on, like what is really going on behind closed doors. Like why? Like he never even paid attention to see like she can't be scared of it because she's still out here fighting everybody. A person said that they want to fight, she's still fighting. Like, she's still defending herself. He never even thought or let that click that's not the case. But hey, I'm grown, so I'm here to tell you it was never that, baby. I just had a secret crush, and the girl wanted to fight me over the crush. Ask your little cousin if you don't believe me. Nisha will tell you. Okay? Shoot, William will tell you. Secret little crush. We liked each other. And you was just doing too much for us. Okay? So that's all I just want to say. Just like keep kids out of kids' business. Like my dad overly shared my business with everybody, and he had everybody, grown-ups, kids in my business. He told grown-ups that brought other kids in my business. And with that came with people just constantly picking on me. It came with me being closed off. I didn't know who to talk to, I didn't know who to trust. I didn't. Like I didn't want to talk to nobody. When I was going through anything, I didn't want to do that. Like I didn't know who to turn to. So that's just one partial of my existence of living with my dad and all that. And we're gonna keep going, y'all. Like I told y'all, this is nowhere in the world I can tell y'all this in order, because my life wasn't in order. Okay, but we're gonna keep this rolling and keep it going. I love y'all. See you in the next one.